Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another Urban Farmer episode. In this episode, what I will show you is how I prune my tomato plants. Now this is in no way that everyone does pruning of tomato plants. This is the way that I think tomato plants should be pruned, or at least what works for me. So what you're going to be seeing next may disturb some audiences, so caution. Okay guys, so the leaves that you see on the floor have in fact been cut from only 2 tomato plants. I have in fact cut these quite vigorously previously, and they have leaved out quite a lot. Now the reason why that has happened, because I have put fresh manure down, well, not fresh manure but manure pellets down not too long ago, and that has given them the vigor that they need. On top of that, it's been very warm last couple of days, and warm weather with very wet ground gives the plants the boost that they need, especially if they have enough nutrients in the soil, which these plants had more than enough nutrients in the soil. So as you may remember, these are the 2 plants that I planted very early on in the season, and I made a little video about it. I think I might even have one of the stickers down here. This one is called Bumblebee. So there we go. So these are 2 tomatoes that have grown to significant size now. I think maybe just over 1 meter tall. They have plenty of flowers and also plenty of fruit, which I'm looking forward to. I actually should have showed you the cucumber that I harvested, which was probably about 30 centimeters in length. To be honest with you, that's probably the first time that I've harvested such a big cucumber so early in the season. So just to show you a little bit of the fruits that on this tomato, as you can see there's plenty of fruit and also plenty of flowers. Well, you're probably going to ask yourself, but Talbot, why do you cut the tomatoes so much? I mean, look how much greenery is actually on the floor. Well, the reason why I cut them so much is that my mistake slightly for planting them too close together. I didn't realize they were going to branch out that much, and I wanted to have as much airflow through the plant as I possibly can. The reason for that is so no mold or anything like that sets in. So if the plant can stay dry, it'll stay a lot healthier for a lot longer. So that's one of the reasons, and I just think that it almost promotes growth in the plant. So the more that I cut it down and the more that I trim it, it just seems to sort of grow a lot stronger. And another reason that you probably want to cut the plant down just slightly is just to limit its leaf growth and focus its energy on the fruit set itself. Now it's really hard. I don't really have any scientific evidence to say, you know, this is the way to do it or why. Look, it's worked for me in the past. I mean, and try it yourself, see how you go. And guys, just to let you know, I did manage to companion plant with these tomatoes. Now what I planted with it was pumpkin. The pumpkin I'm going to swing to grow opposite of where my tomatoes are, and that will mean that the pumpkins will grow in this bushy area over here where the trees are, and my tomatoes will obviously be in this area there. What that means is that I can use this very small garden bed for multiple crops, and I also recommend that you do that at home, especially if you don't have that much room to actually plant stuff, but you do have enough room for your vine to grow somewhere else. So whether you're on a balcony or whether you're somewhere in a very tight spot, you should be able to plant some sort of a vine that can go upwards, and then you should be able to also plant something that can cover the ground and something that can be just on top of the ground. Now I'll do a full video on companion planting at some stage, hopefully in the next week or 2, with a lot of the plants that I already have, but this is another great example of some companion planting. So in this garden bed I have kale as well as corn planted all in one bed. Now I know that corn will grow to be quite tall, and it won't cover the kale too much, so the kale will still be able to get enough sunlight and they can grow cohesively together, only occupying one bed and having 2 crops inside them. In this case, I've actually started growing silver beet at the very front of these beds. Now the silver beet will be harvested from the very front, while kale through the middle and the corn throughout the whole bed. Well, if you like this episode, please click on subscribe or like, and I will see you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching and following me on this beautiful little channel. I'll see you in a tick. Bye bye.